Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be working on my Spider-Man project from the last video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, link in the descriptions, or maybe in the comments below if I put it, if I remember. I don't know, I probably won't. But in this video I'm going to add a lot of stuff. I'm going to add on to the city, work on the graphics, add the first couple missions, maybe even work on some cutscenes and AI, so I hope you guys enjoy. The first thing I started working on was, if you notice, the city is pretty empty. There's just buildings, no street lamps, street lights, advertisements, billboards, cars, people. So that's the first thing I'm going to start working on. The first thing I started working on is making the billboards / advertisements. So here's a couple things of me making. I made a McDonald's ad, a Subway ad, and a couple other ads you see along the way that I don't want to spoil just yet. After I was done making all the ads on the Photoshop, I then started to put them and place them around the city in pretty good spots, make it feel more alive. The next thing to do on the to-do list was to add some stoplights, stop signs, road signs, stuff like that. I also added some concrete sidewalks in between the buildings to look like there was paths going in between them. The next thing I wanted to add was people, cars, stuff like that. Some nice simple AI that'll drive around the city or walk around the city. I started off on making a simple script that would basically, the AI would all just work off of waypoints. Each AI would have an animation and walk towards each waypoint and then turn to the next one. So I just have a bunch of waypoints laid out and they'd all have a set path to go. Here's the result of the AI people. They just kind of walk around the city, make it feel more alive, and I think they did a pretty good job. I have a couple just walking around, I have a couple standing still looking around. As you can see, each AI has a little green line. This is quote-unquote the AI's vision, and they'll turn into that vision, quote-unquote, has a, they can see a waypoint. So then they walk towards that waypoint, and they just do that in a constant loop. I then used the same script and system to do it for cars. I also added a script to the wheels to make it look like they're actually turning. It was a little bit harder than the AI people, but it still worked out pretty good. I then did all the same things, but instead of on a car or person, I did on a helicopter, and then I also had to make the blade rotate to make it look like it was actually flying. I think it adds a good effect to the city. I then worked on the player model, added a new arm, made it look a lot more realistic than the last one, that's for sure. After working on it for a couple hours, here's what I got so far. I then quickly added a little Spider-Man cursor, just to add a little flair to the game. Now it's time for the fun part, to work on Peter Parker / Spider-Man's little apartment. This would be where you spawn in, get some missions and cutscenes, stuff like that. The first thing I added to the apartment was a fire escape to make it easier for Spider-Man to get in and out. The next thing I did was add some props and stuff like that to make it feel more like an actual house. Now that I got most of the city set up, it was time to start working on the first mission. Now the first mission, I wanted to make a chase scene kind of like this. In the actual Spider-Man games, they have ones of cars, people. I think it's a pretty good starting mission just to get used to the controls. So I'm going to make one where we have to chase a thief through the city. Here's my thief. I know he doesn't look the best, but he's the best asset I could find for free, so it's going to have to work. Kind of like in the video I just showed, this script makes it where you can get close to him and you can press E. If you press E, and then automatically web sling him up. Here's a little demo version of what the thief will look like when you're chasing him. When you catch people in the Spider-Man game, a little particle effect of a Spider-Man web happens, kind of like that. This one obviously looks horrible, but it's the best I could come up with. If you guys have any other ideas how I could do it, let me know in the comment section, but I'm just a little bit confused, and this is the best I got as of now. After about 10 minutes working, here's what the thief chase will kind of look like. It'll be a little harder, I think, or maybe even a little easier. I'll probably make it where you can set the difficulty, but here's what it looks like for now. After that was made, I realized that you can kind of lose him and sometimes you just can't find him. So I decided to quickly make a little script that'll make it, when you press Z, it'll give you like a little quote-unquote Spidey sense where we can see him through the walls and other objectives later on. I then create a little prototype main menu. This is basically just a placeholder for now, so I can get like the structure of the game made. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. On the last video, you guys got a lot of feedback, a lot of likes, a lot of comments saying it was pretty good. So I'm really happy that you guys loved the last video. Hopefully you guys love this one too. If it gets enough likes, I'll continue the series. I'll probably continue it anyways, to be real with you. But I hope you loved it, and I'll see you guys next time.